Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, wish you all a very auspicious Akshay Tritiya. Let us continue our study of Sri Jaiva Dharma by first reciting our Mangalacharan prayers. Hare Krishna. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deva Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Paschatya Desha Tarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So dear devotees, what did we learn in the previous session? Anybody remembers? We discussed how Brahma Jyoti is a partial manifestation of Krishna's divinity. So let us continue to see how Paramatma is also a partial representation of Krishna's divinity. So let's go to today's PowerPoint. Shri Jaiva Dharma by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahashaya, Chapter 13, dealing with Praman and Prameya. So, we are in Srivasangan and Vrajnath is inquiring from his Gurudev, Shri Raghunath Das Babaji. Vrajnath asks, what is the meaning of Hari, Om, all this in the Vedas? And Shri Raghunath Das Babaji says it refers to Radha and Krishna. And Vrajnath says, later I would like to delve more deeply into that topic. Which topic? Topic about Radha and Krishna. However, for now, kindly tell me how Paramatma is a partial expansion of Godhead, the Supreme Godhead. How Paramatma is partial expansion. Because some may say Paramatma is the full manifestation of the Supreme Godhead. How do you say that it is a partial? Sri Raghunath Das Babaji replies, the Supreme Lord performs the work of creation of this material world through the agency of two of his Shaktis. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shaktiman. Krishna is Purna Shaktiman. And he uses two of his potencies to conduct the creation of this material world. His opulence and his power. Opulence and power. So Aishwarya is the opulence and Virya is the power. Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashasya Shriya Jnana Vairagayoscha. They are the 6 opulences of Krishna that we discussed last time. So using his Aishwarya Shakti and his Virya Shakti, his power and opulence, he manages this creation of the material world. After creating, the Supreme Lord enters his creation in the form of his partial expansion, Shri Vishnu. and notwithstanding remains the complete whole in all respects, as is substantiated in the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 5.1. This is a very common verse in the Upanishads. It is also the invocation verse of Shri Ishopanishad. And originally it is in Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 5.1. Purnam adha purnam idam purnat purnam udachyate purnasya purnam adaya purnam eva vashishyate. Those of you who will do Bhakti Shastri, who are doing Bhakti Shastri or who have done Bhakti Shastri, this is perhaps the first verse that we are asked to memorize. Om Purnam adha purnamidam purnat purnam udachyate purnasya purnam adaya purnam eva vashishyate. What does this verse from the Upanishad mean? The personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, is Purnam. He is perfect and complete. And because he is completely perfect, all emanations coming from him, such as this world, they are all the universes, they are perfectly equipped as complete wholes. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself. Whatever is produced from Krishna, it is a complete unit. It is self-sufficient. And because Krishna is a complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete, in complete balance. Not that Krishna becomes deficient because of creating. So I would like to stop my screen share and look at all of you. Hare Krishna. So please try to understand what is being taught here. Shri Raghunath Das Babaji is saying that Krishna creates this material world, not Vishnu. Who creates? Krishna creates. The original Godhead, Krishna creates using two of his six main potencies. Using his Aishwarya and Virya. Using his opulence, Shakti, and his power, strength, Shakti. He creates this universe, the whole material Mahatattva. But then he lets Vishnu handle everything. The original source of creation is Krishna. Therefore, Govindam, Adi Purusham. But once Krishna decides that using my Aishwarya and my Virya, my opulence and my strength, let there be a material world. Then Krishna delegates it to Lord Vishnu. Then Lord Vishnu takes over. So Lord Vishnu, as Mahavishnu, he lies down on the causal ocean and all the material creation takes place. Then he makes another expansion as Garbhodakshay Vishnu, then another expansion as Shirodakshay Vishnu. But originally, the desire to create the material world comes from Lord Krishna in the spiritual world. And this material world is a manifestation of his power and opulence. Now, because Krishna created the material world, does it mean that some of his spiritual energy has become deficient or Krishna has lost something? Today morning we were discussing, or maybe yesterday we were discussing Chaitanya Charitamrita, yesterday, that Krishna says that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Krishna has no loss if one Brahmanda is gone. He has so many, correct? So, does it mean that because so many material universes came out of Krishna, Krishna has become deficient? For example, if I give $100 to somebody, today is Akshay Tritiya, everybody wants to give donation. If today $100 donation I give, that means my balance, suppose I have $1,000. I give $100. That means now my balance is 1,000 minus 100. So because Krishna has produced all these material universes, Krishna has produced all these jivas, does it mean that Krishna has become deficient now? No. Krishna will remain complete. How to understand this, especially for youngsters? How to understand this, that whatever comes out of Krishna is infinite, it is complete in itself, yet Krishna remains complete. So the example is given that Krishna is like all the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 till infinity. Krishna is all the numbers. And all the different units that come out of Krishna, universes or personalities that come out of Krishna who are partial representations of Krishna, they are like different subsets of numbers. So all the numbers, they are infinite. Everybody agrees? All numbers are infinite. Vamshidhari Gopal Prabhu deals with numbers. He is a finance person, investment, so he knows all these numbers. So all the numbers are infinite. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity, they're infinite. Now I say, let's take multiples of 17. So 17, then 34, like that. Take multiples of 17. Are they finite or are they infinite? They can go till infinity, correct? They're infinite. But can they be greater than all the numbers? Even though they're infinite, they are only 17 multiples. But Krishna, who is all the numbers from 0 to infinity, he includes 17 multiples, 16 multiples, 15 multiples, odd numbers, even numbers, everything he includes. But 17 multiples, if you create a multiples of 17, that itself is complete in itself and it goes on till infinity. But it's still part of Krishna. You see? If you make something, let's say multiples of 8, then you start from 8, 16, like that. It is infinite. It will go on and on and on and on, but still it's part of all the numbers, even though it is infinity. Krishna is the ultimate infinity. So is Lord Vishnu all powerful? Yes, he's all powerful. But still, there will be something that Krishna has that Vishnu doesn't have. Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Prema Madhuri. These four qualities even Lord Vishnu doesn't have. Krishna has. So that's how we can understand that everything that comes out is complete in itself, yet it is part of Krishna. And because 17 multiples came out, manifested, they are still part of all the numbers. So Krishna doesn't lose anything. Everything is still with Krishna. So this you have to understand that Krishna is complete and perfect. Everything coming from him is complete and perfect. Yet Krishna remains complete always, in complete balance. Adaya Purnam, everything is coming out is Purna, but still Purnam eva Shishyate. Still what remains is also complete and perfect. This is Krishna. Therefore, Sri Vishnu, pervading and controlling this material world, is the Paramatma and supreme progenitor. So Paramatma will go into one universe. So it's a limited manifestation of Krishna. It's a partial manifestation of Krishna. But Krishna is everywhere. Krishna is the original God. So like that. Paramatma only partial. And then Krishna manifests himself as Vishnu, and Vishnu manifests himself in three forms, three Purusha avatars. Karanodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. The limitless watery expanse that separates the spiritual world. Spiritual world is Paravyam, Vaikuntha. From the material universe is called Karana Samudra, Karana Sagar. It is also called Viraja. You call it Viraja Nadi, you call it the Karan Sagar. Nadi or Sagar doesn't matter, same thing. That same entity is called Karana Sagar, causal ocean, or Viraja Nadi. It is a water body, limitless, and it's spiritual water that separates the spiritual world from the material world. The form of Lord Vishnu situated within this ocean, Karana Sagar, Karana Samudra, is Sri Karanadakshay Vishnu, also called as Sri Mahavishnu. So I hope all these terminologies which we use commonly are getting clear for you. The spiritual world in the Paravyoma spiritual sky, Brahmajyoti is the light, Vaikuntha, planets are there limitless. Highest planet is Golok Vrindavan. Now outside this Vaikuntha world, Paravyom, there is a Viraja Nadi or Karan Sagar, which separates material world from spiritual world. In this spiritual entity called Viraja Nadi or Karan Sagar, Karan Samudra, causal ocean, lies down Lord Karanadakshay Vishnu. He is also called as Mahavishnu. Next, Karanadakshay Vishnu lies in the Karan Samudra, Karan Sagar, and glances at Maya. Glances at Maya. This is the Bahiranga Shakti of Krishna, Maya, his energy, and thus brings the material world into existence just by his glance. Just by his glance, Ikshate, just by his glance, Mahavishnu, Karanadakshay Vishnu, looks at Maya, Bahiranga Shakti, and the whole material world starts manifesting. Numerous references to this fact are found in the scriptures. Shri Raghunath Das Babaji is saying this is all mentioned in the scriptures. For example, in Bhagavad Gita 9.10, it is mentioned, Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sa characharam. This material world, Prakriti, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti. and it is producing moving, non-moving beings. But everything is happening under my adhyakshata, maya adhyakshena, under my eyes, my watchful eye. Iksha means eye. Maya adhyakshena, prakriti suyate sa characharam. That iksha, maya adhyakshena, iksha means eye, Krishna's glance. Everything is happening under Krishna's directions. In the Aitareya Upanishad, also it is mentioned in 3.11, Sa aikshata tat tejo srijata. He, Lord Vishnu, saw. Sa aikshata. He saw, and by his power, tat tejo, sent for the creation. See, Krishna is using his tej, his power. That's his opulence he's using to create. Further, in the Aitareya Upanishad 1.1.2, it is said, Sa iman lokan asrijata. The Supreme Atma, Paramatma, Super Soul, glanced upon his own energy, Maya, his own internal, his own external energy, Bahiranga Shakti, and created all moving and non-moving beings. Asrijat means it's a verb to create. When a is added, means it's a verb. Asrijat, created. Krishna created simply by glancing upon his own energy. The potency of Sri Mahavishnu manifests in his glance, which impregnates and pervades the entire material nature and is personified in the form of Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Each universe, Garbhodakshay Vishnu is present as the Paramatma of that universe, that Brahmanda. He impregnates and pervades the entire material nature and is personified in the form of Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Mahavishnu or Karanadakshay Vishnu is just lying down in Karana Samudra or Viraja Nadi. And by his glance, the whole material creation takes place. The Pradhan becomes Prakriti. There is material, Pancha Mahabhut, earth, water, fire, air, ether, the senses, Karmendriyas, Jnanendriyas, Jivas, three modes of material nature, Kal, everything is there. And then finally, Garbhodakshay Vishnu enters as the Paramatma of the material world. The entire mass of conditioned jivas, conditioned soul, baddha jivas, who are infinitesimal parts and parcels of Sri Mahavishnu, are also produced by his transcendental glance, Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Hmm? So now I'm going to stop the screen share because we saw the answer to something very important. Look, the entire mass of baddha jivas, conditioned jivas, who are infinitesimal parts and parcels of Sri Mahavishnu. Here is the answer. Did we fall from Golok Vrindavan? Did we? No. Shri Jaiva Dharma clearly says we are infinitesimal parts and parcels of Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu is not from the Vaikuntha. Mahavishnu is from the marginal area called Viraja Nadi or Karana Sagar. We are infinitesimal, eternally parts and parcels of Krishna's expansion, Shri Mahavishnu or Karanadakshay Vishnu. We have never been to Vaikuntha. We have never been to Golok Vrindavan. Jiva does not fall from Golok Vrindavan. There is no Maya Shakti in Golok Vrindavan to cause the fall down of the Jiva. In the entire history of recorded Vedic scriptures, there is only one example of fall down from Vaikuntha, actual Vaikuntha, Paravyam fall down, and that is Jaya and Vijay. And Srimad Bhagavatam clearly explains that they are Nitya Siddhas. Even today, you go to any South Indian temple, Jai Vijay are worshipped there. Jai Vijay are Nitya Siddhas as much as Hanumanji is a Nitya Siddha or Arjun is a Nitya Siddha. Jai Vijay also are Nitya, Garud is a Nitya Siddha, Hanumanji, they are all Nitya Siddhas. Just like them, Jai Vijay also are Nitya Siddhas. And they fell as Krishna's Leela because Krishna wanted to come to the material world and enjoy Virya Ras, and he needs his Nitya Siddha devotees to fight with him. Nobody else is powerful enough. In Valmiki Ramayana, it is mentioned that once during the war in Lanka, Hanumanji challenged Ravan, and Ravan punched Hanumanji, and Hanumanji went spinning away and fell. So, how can a demon like Ravan have so much strength that he's punching Hanumanji and Hanumanji is spinning and falling? Because Hanumanji is Nitya Siddha, so is Ravan. Only a Nitya Siddha can do this. Ravan is also Nitya Siddha because Jai Vijay are Nitya Siddhas. They did not fall because of fall down, they did not fall because of Maya. They fell because Krishna wanted to fight. And of course, Krishna accomplishes many purposes through one act. By making Jai Vijay fall down, most importantly, Krishna is teaching us that don't do Vaishnava Aparadha. Even if you are Nitya Siddha, if you commit Vaishnava Aparadha, you will fall down. To teach this Siddhanta, to teach this principle, Krishna chose his Nitya Siddhas to fall down simply because of Vaishnava Aparadha, because they offended Chatusana, the four Kumar brothers. That is one. Secondly, Jai Vijay not falling down means no Rama avatar, no Varaha avatar, no Narsimha avatar, no Krishna Balram avatar. See? So Krishna performed so many purposes through that one. So Krishna made Jai Vijay fall down 3 times so that so many avatars could come, so many leelas could take place, Srimad Bhagavatam would be spoken and everything. So don't think Jai Vijay's fall down was an ordinary fall down. Jai Vijay's fall down was leela. This Bhagavatam clearly explains. Purports also, Acharyas have written, clearly explains that Jai Vijay falling down was leela. Otherwise, nobody falls from Vaikuntha. Because Krishna Surya Sama Maya hai andhakar, jahan Krishna taha nahi Maya adhikar. This is Siddhanta. This is the conclusive truth. That Krishna is like the sun, Maya is like darkness. Where there is Krishna, there cannot be darkness. The sun doesn't know what is darkness. Can you ask sun, have you seen what is darkness? No. Wherever there is sun, it is bright. So, jahan Krishna taha nahi Maya adhikar. In Golok Vrindavan, in Vaikuntha, there is no possibility of Maya Devi coming and showing her influence. So nobody falls from Vaikuntha. Srila Jiva Goswami also writes this very clearly in the first Sandarbha itself, Tattva Sandarbha. So we should all know that we were never in Golok Vrindavan. And a Baddha Jeev falls because we are always fallen. We are parts and parcels of Mahavishnu. We do not belong, we are not parts and parcel. Now, what is the difference between the Baddha Jivas and the Nitya Siddha Jivas? Again, Jaiva Dharma will explain. Nitya Siddha Jivas manifest from Mool Sankarshan, who is Balram. Therefore, Balram is Adi Guru. They have their origin is in Balram. Whereas the Nitya Baddhas, the Baddha Jivas like us, we have our origin in Mahavishnu, as clearly mentioned here in Jaiva Dharma. Okay. So again, the entire mass of conditioned jivas, not Nitya Siddhas, huh? This is Baddha Jivas. All the conditioned jivas, all the Baddha Jivas who are infinitesimal parts and parcels of Sri Mahavishnu are also produced by his transcendental glance. Garbhodaksha. Then Garbhodaksha Vishnu accepts the minuscule size of a thumb or even smaller and enters the heart of every jiva as Paramatma. In this form, he is known as Shirodaksha Vishnu, who is thus a partial expansion of Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Shirodaksha Vishnu expansion of Garbhodaksha Vishnu is expansion of Mahavishnu, also called as Karanadaksha Vishnu. Both the Jiva and the Paramatma reside simultaneously within the heart of the material body of the Jiva, just like two birds upon the same branch of a tree. The bird representing Paramatma bestows upon other bird, the Jiva, the fruits of his labor. In this way, the Jiva tastes the results of his material actions. So, please pay attention, we are almost done. Krishna is always in Vaikuntha, Golok Vrindavan. And because of Krishna's Karuna Shakti, because of Krishna's Leela Shakti, because of Krishna's transcendental desire, Krishna wishes that let there be a material world. And from Mahavishnu, who is an expansion of Krishna, Jivas come who are Baddha Jivas, they are conditioned souls. For them, this material world is created, all the material elements, three modes of material nature, Kal, which is Jadiya Kal. There is Kal eternally in spiritual world, but this is different. This is Jadiya Kal. All these things, the elements, 26 elements, they are created. And Pradhan, which is the inert form of material elements, becomes activated by the glance of Mahavishnu, and Pradhan becomes Prakriti. Mayadhyakshena Prakriti. See, Bhagavad Gita, we read this verse so much, now we are understanding that That Iksha is referring to the glance of Mahavishnu. Mayadhyakshana Prakriti Suetasa Characharam. It produces all moving, non-moving, 8.4 million species of life, 14 planetary systems, all that is created. Now, when these Brahmandas are created, different Brahmandas come out of the body of Karanadaksha Vishnu. In each Brahmanda, as the Paramatma of that Brahmanda, Mahavishnu enters in the form of Garbhodaksha Vishnu. And then from the navel of Garbhodaksha Vishnu, lotus comes on which Brahmaji takes birth. And then Brahmaji does secondary creation where he creates the 14 planetary systems, 8.4 million species of life. And then again to make everything active, Garbhodaksha Vishnu enters as the Paramatma in the heart of all the 8.4 million species without discrimination. Samoham Sarvabhuteshu. And in every atom of that material creation as Shirodaksha Vishnu. So see, Shirodaksha Vishnu is the Paramatma of this body. Garbhodaksha Vishnu is the Paramatma of the whole Brahmanda. Are you understanding? Individual body Paramatma is Shirodaksha Vishnu. The Paramatma who looks after the entire Brahmanda is Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Each Brahmanda has one Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Like that. And all that, those universal eggs like mustard seeds are coming from Mahavishnu, who is lying in Viraja Nadi or causal ocean, Karana Sagar. Brahmandas come from Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu manifests in each Brahmanda to make that Brahmanda alive. He is the Paramatma. And then many Atmas, many Jivas are placed there. Brahmaji does secondary creation. And then with each and every Jiva, Garbhodaksha Vishnu expands and stays as Kshirodaksha Vishnu in the form of Paramatma. Is this clear to everybody? Okay. Now, it is the duty of Kshirodaksha Vishnu in the form of Paramatma to keep a track of the desires and karma of every jiva. As we perform karma, as we develop desires in this world, it is Paramatma Kshirodaksha Vishnu in the heart, sitting with the soul, individual Baddha Jiv, that is keeping track of all this, keeping account of our karma. And then we get the results of our karma, which are given directly by Kshirodaksha Vishnu. So we should develop spiritual desires because Shirodaksha Vishnu is ultimately expansion of the expansion of the expansion of Balramji, who is an expansion of Krishna. As we develop spiritual desires, the Paramatma in our heart will take that form. So if someone says, my Ishtadev is Radha Govinda, then the Paramatma in the heart, because Krishna reciprocates with our desires. Ye yathamam prapadyante tam sateva bhajamyam. Then that four-armed Paramatma will take the form of Radha Govind for that devotee. This is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. That as we worship, as we contemplate, as we do sadhana, accordingly Krishna takes the form for us, for that individual devotee. For Murari Gupta, it is Sitaram. For Ramananda Rai, it is Radha Krishna. For Kolavacha Sridhar, who is in Sakha Bhav, it is Krishna Balaram. That form the Paramatma will take and reciprocate with the devotion of that devotee. Therefore, where we go depends on what upasana we do, what sadhana we do, who we worship, what mantra we chant, and what is the mood of our Gurudev. So it is very important to choose one's Guru carefully, to choose one's Sampradaya carefully, and do bhajan accordingly. That way we can reach our Ishtadev. So in this way, we are seeing how Paramatma is really a partial expansion because Paramatma in the heart is looking after that body's karma, that jiva's desire, that jiva's destiny. And Paramatma is in everyone's heart, doing that for that individual soul. No matter which species we take birth in, no matter where we go, whether we go to heaven, hell, earth, Paramatma doesn't leave us. That is the meaning of Samoham Sarvabhuteshu. There is no jiva in this material world with whom Krishna is not there as Paramatma, Shirodaksha Vishnu. That is the meaning of Samoham Sarvabhuteshu. I am equal to all. But Ye Bhajantu Tvam Nityam, one who worships me, then that person is in me and I am in that person. Then Krishna does Pakshapat. Then Krishna takes side of his devotee. Kaunteya pratijani name bhakta pranashyati. Like that. So this is the Paramatma Tattva, how Paramatma is a partial expansion. And we, all the entire mass of conditioned jivas are infinitesimal, means very small parts and parcels of Sri Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu. And then this fact that the Paramatma and the Jivas are both situated in the heart is there in Shvetashvatara Upanishad. It is confirmed. 4.6. Dva means two. Dva Suparna, Suparna means birds. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Vriksham Parishasvajate. The Supreme Lord and the individual Jiva are sitting in the body, in the heart, like two friendly birds. Sakhaya. They are sitting like two sakhas, as if two birds sitting in a tree. Vriksham means tree. In the Bhagavad Gita 10.41 and 42, and we'll stop with this, it is said, Yadyad vibhutimat sattvam Shrimad urjitam eva va tattad evava gachatvam mama tejvamsha sambhavam. Know that all beautiful, glorious, and mighty creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Mama tejo amsha sambhavam. It's coming from my. Therefore, it is said that this material creation is a manifestation of Krishna's Aishwarya and Virya. Like that. So everything is very deep. The next verse Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Athava bahunaitena kim nyatena tavarjuna vishtabhyaham idam krishnam ekamshena sthito jagat. What is the need? Athava bahunaitena. What is the need, O Arjun, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, eka amshena sthito jagat. With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Now, this verse we have heard so many times, eka amshena sthito jagat. But now you understand what it means. That ek amsha means from Krishna comes Balram. Sarva avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balaram. From Balaram comes Mula Sankarshana. From Mula Sankarshan comes Mahavishnu. From Mahavishnu comes Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, who is maintaining each universe. So Krishna's expansion, Balram's expansion, Mool Sankarshan's expansion is Mahavishnu, Mahavishnu's expansion is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So expansion of the expansion of the expansion. Ek amshena, Siddha Jagat. And like there are so many Garbhodakshaya Vishnus in so many universes. And then so many Shirodakshaya Vishnus. But only one Mahavishnu, who is expansion of Mool Sankarshan. Mool Sankarshan is expansion of Balram. Haribol. So like that. This is what Krishna means when in Bhagavad Gita he says, Ekamshanastu Jagat. That Ek Amsha is that Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, who is there in every universe. Like that, as the Paramatma of the universe. Sthito Jagat. Jagat means the universe. So everything Krishna says actually is quite deep. If we see Jaiva Dharma, see the Sandarbhas. So like that. And then Vrajnath says, thank you. So in this manner, the partial expansion of Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Paramatma, with Shirodakshaya Vishnu, manifests himself within the material universe as the universal father and maintainer with but a fragment of Krishna's unlimited Virya and Aishwarya, unlimited energy. Like that. So Vrajna says, thank you. I have now understood that Brahman is bodily lustre of Krishna and Paramatma is partial expansion of Sri Hari. Expansion of the expansion. Now kindly show me the scriptural evidences that Sri Hari is Sri Krishna. That you show me. What is the proof that in the Vedas, Upanishads, that Supreme Person, Hari Om, Hari Sharanam, Hari Sharanam, it is said that is your Krishna. That you prove to me. I understood that Ekamshana Siddha Jagat. Expansion of Krishna is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Shirodakshaya Vishnu, who are maintaining these individual universes. That I understood. But now prove to me that Hari Om in the Shastras, in the Upanishad, refers to Krishna Sham Sundar. That you prove to me. And that we'll see, Krishna willing, in the next session. So thank you very much, dear devotees. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. There are 3 questions. So those of you who have to leave and do bhajan, you can feel free to leave. But I will take these 3 questions quickly. Yes, Geeta Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Wonderful class, Prabhu. So as you explained about Nitya Siddhas and Nitya Baddhas, and as you said that we were always Nitya Baddhas, so what are the chances of Nitya Baddhas to go back to Golok Vrindavan, Prabhu? I mean, can we ever expect that?
Yes, Krishna comes to this material world, although he has nothing to do in this material world. Name karmane limpanti, name karma phalaspriha. Krishna has nothing to do with this material world. But still he comes here out of his own volition, simply to reclaim the Baddha Jivas. He comes for our sake because Krishna cares for us. That's why he spoke Bhagavad Gita to give us formula how we can come to him. Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evashyasi. This way you can come to me. मत कर्म कृन मत परमो मत भक्त संग वर्जित निर्वैरा सर्वभूतेषु यह समामेति पांडव. This is the formula I'm giving you. Can come to me. 11.55. So many times Krishna says different formula how we can. Man mana bhavam bhakto madhyajivam namaskur mam evashyasi is repeated twice. It's a formula mam evashyasi how we can come to Krishna. So Krishna wants us to come, and if we take shelter of bona fide spiritual master and we do bhajan, then yes, we can go to Golok Vrindavan. Absolutely. That is the whole purpose of the parampara. Okay?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, one more question. Which form of Vishnu did Dhruva meditate on?
Shirodakshay Vishnu.
Shirodaksha Vishnu.
The
Okay, it
Lord
was
in the
four
heart.
round. Sorry.
The Lord in the heart, four-armed form.
Okay.
But because Shripad Narad Muni is a Vrajrasik Vaishnav and he performed bhajan in Vraj Mandal, Madhuvan, on the banks of Yamuna. Therefore, and he chanted the name of Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dhruv Maharaj got that Lord in the heart, he manifested in front of Dhruv Maharaj and gave darshan, and Dhruv Maharaj offered prayers. And in that way, he attained Prema Bhakti and went to Vaikuntha like that. So a lot depends on our Gurudev.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare
He
Krishna.
made it on the four-arm form, Shirodaksha Vishnu, the Lord in the heart.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you,
Parima
Prabhu.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Parima Mataji. And then Divya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for this very wonderful class. Prabhuji, I have two clarifications I need. Prabhuji, you said that Pradhan becomes Prakriti, or
Yeah.
Prakriti gets agitated and becomes Pradhan.
No, Pradhan is the unmanifested form of material elements, and when it is agitated by Mahavishnu's glance, then when it starts manifesting itself, earth, water, they all become visible. Water becomes visible, earth becomes visible. Then it is called Prakriti.
Okay.
Pradhan is
And I had one
unmanifest.
more question, Prabhuji. Okay, and Prabhuji, this one more question I had was about Jay and Vijay. Prabhuji, they fell from the which Vaikuntha, not the highest Vaikuntha?
They fell from the highest Vaikuntha, not from the Prapanchik Vaikuntha. So,
Prabhuji, if a person falls from the highest Vaikuntha, that means that your position when you go to spiritual world, it is temporary?
so you didn't hear the class?
Yes, I did hear the class, Prabhuji.
No, you didn't hear the class.
I did hear.
What did I say about this?
Yeah, they come so that there can be Ram avatar and Krishna avatar, and
It is Leela. It is Leela.
Okay, yes.
It is not a fall down.
Okay.
It is Krishna's Leela orchestrating that fall down so that we understand the seriousness of Vaishnava Aparadha. Such a serious is Vaishnava Aparadha that even from
Okay.
Vaikuntha they fell. Like that we should think. My God.
Okay, yeah, because
Vaishnava.
because
So it is Leela.
I was confused because somewhere I had somehow I had heard that they didn't fall from the highest Vaikuntha. I mean, somehow it was in my head, so that's why I
I
needed.
have also heard that in the past, but our acharyas have commented
Okay.
that section of Srimad Bhagavatam, giving proof that they actually fell from the Vaikuntha, from where nobody falls. So they are the only exception. And therefore, and then they were restored there after the
Okay.
3 births. So this is proof that it was not a fall down, it was a Leela.
So it's
And our acharyas also tell a very funny story. I have told this in the past that once Sri Lakshmi ji was massaging the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu
yeah.
in Vaikuntha.
Hmm.
And Vishnu had a desire to experience Virya Ras and incarnate in the material world. So he performed his pastime as Lakshmi ji was massaging the feet. He said, "Oh, oh, softly, softly, Devi. You're massaging very roughly. My feet are very soft. They're hurting." So Lakshmi looks really, his feet are reddish, and she feels very scared that my husband is so weak. Even with my soft hands, I am Kamala. And I am massaging his feet, and his feet are, he's saying, ah, ooh, he's so delicate. Uh, you know, he's so weak, my husband, that someone will just come and take over Vaikuntha. And then she looks and looks at Jai Vijay. They are standing all this powerful Gada and everything. And she says, my God, sometimes even this Jai Vijay might come and take me, carry me away. My husband will not be able to help me only. He's so delicate. And Lord Vishnu smiles and he says, this will happen.
Okay.
I will show you how powerful I am. You think I am weak? I will fight with Jay and Vijay and defeat them in front of you.
So
I will show this.
they
Huh?
aided the pastimes of Vishnu.
They what?
They kind of they provided a like
Yes.
kind of help.
Yes, yes, yes. They provided that help.
Okay.
And so it was Krishna's. So Krishna only gave that desire to Lakshmi ji like that.
Okay.
So Krishna is Leela Bihari.
Okay.
He performs all this pastime. So understand that Jai Vijay fall down was a Leela.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Leela. Just like Krishna comes with Hanumanji,
Mm.
Krishna comes with Madhumangal, Krishna comes with Radharani. Like that, Krishna came with Jai Vijay.
Okay.
It's a fall. It's a Leela, not a fall down. This our acharyas have clearly said.
Okay.
After this, then Krishna said, now let them take birth on earth. You also come and let them kidnap you, and I will show how I can fight with them. I'll kill both of them. And he killed Kumbhakaran, killed Ravan, and rescued Sita, who is Lakshmi. Like that. This is Krishna's wonderful pastimes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you for this wonderful class. Hare Krishna.
Dasosme,
Dandavat
Dasosme.
pranams.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And Divya Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I just need clarification. The three features of Krishna are Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagwan, correct?
Hmm.
And Paramatma is, he resides in everybody. That's a Paramatma feature.
Yes, Shirodakshay Vishnu.
And Brahma is his Brahma Jyoti. That's Abha.
Brahman is the Brahma Jyoti, the effulgence of Krishna, bodily effulgence of Krishna.
So there are like people who meditate on Brahma Jyoti and there are people who meditate on Paramatma. Is there a difference or is similar?
There is a difference. Paramatma realization is higher because at least you are meditating on the form of the Lord. The problem with Paramatma realization is as you do the Ashtanga Yoga to meditate, fix your mind on the Paramatma, you get many siddhis. Like Dhruv Maharaj got so many siddhis. He became so powerful, the whole universe was burning. And Indra got scared, everybody got scared. Brahmaji requested Lord Vishnu to go and stop Dhruv Maharaj. Then Lord Vishnu came, gave darshan. So siddhis come when you practice Ashtanga Yoga. And those siddhis can divert you. But if we have a Vaishnav Guru, like Dhruv had a Vaishnav Guru in the form of Shripad Narad Muni, then when you meditate on the Paramatma, then ultimately you get Prema Bhakti and you go to Bhagwan realization. As the Paramatma manifested as Bhagwan in front of Dhruv Maharaj and gave him darshan, spoke with him, accepted his prayers, touched him with his conch shell on his head. And then Dhruv Maharaj got Bhagwan realization because he continued on the process. So similarly, Brahman realization also, you meditate on Brahman, but then ultimately you hear or you read about the beauty of Krishna, and then you realize that this Brahman, Brahma Jyoti, is but a partial manifestation of Krishna. Let me go to the source. Like in the last Jaiva Dharma session, we saw like the fire. Brahma Jyoti is the light coming from fire, but the intelligent person will not just go by the light, but will go to the source of the light, that is the fire itself, the form of the fire, and that is Bhagwan realization. So like that. So those who are after Brahma Jyoti, those who are after Paramatma realization, they also have a chance of getting Bhagwan realization if they continue the journey to higher and higher levels of realization. Otherwise, for ordinary seekers of Brahma Jyoti, they will merge into Brahma Jyoti. They will get Sayujya Mukti. And those who are meditating on Paramatma, either they will get diverted by siddhis, they get power and then they just stop and they start showing powers in this world and become godmen and big gurus and with many followers. They get ashtasiddhi. You get ashtasiddhi when you practice Ashtanga Yoga. And then those ashtasiddhis can divert you. But if you continue, then Paramatma realization will ultimately evolve into realization of Bhagavan, who is present in Vaikuntha, and then one will get Prema Bhakti, like that.
So the people who meditate on Brahma feature, are they called Brahmavadis?
Yes, they are called Brahmavadis. And if they are criticizing the form of the Lord, they are belittling the form of the Lord, they are belittling the Leelas of the Lord, then they are Mayavadis. So impersonalists are of two types. Brahmavadis, they are good people. They simply want Brahman realization. They don't blaspheme Krishna. And then there are impersonalists who say that Krishna's name is temporary, Krishna's form is temporary, Krishna's abode is temporary. They are, those impersonalists are Mayavadis. They are Krishna Aparadhis. They fall down. They don't attend Brahmajyoti.
And one more question. You spoke about the three Vishnus, they manifest from how they expand, and so from Krishna. So where do the different avatars like Nrsimhadev, Varadev, Lord Ramchandra, so from where do they expand?
They all come from Mool Sankarshan. So from Krishna comes Balaram, and Balramji, as the Sandhini Shakti, is present as Moola Sankarshan in the spiritual world. And all the Vishnu avatars, the Swamsha incarnations, they all come from Moola Sankarshan. Who is Balramji basically? From Balramji they come. From Balramji, from Moola Sankarshan comes the Chaturvyuha. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. And Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrugna. The Chaturvyuha. And then there are many other Vishnu forms also, like Narsimhadev, Varahadev, like that. Leela avatars. Okay?
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jaiva Dharma ki jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you very much.